Hi, this is Brian Perry, Perry Home Solutions of Keller Williams Realty. Back here to give you that update that I promised on all of the different legislation and tax rules and money coming into people. And I might even get into some of the rules about businesses. I've been studying this a lot and I wanted to share this with everybody. Clothing below the waist is still questionable, but my mind is sharp and I will bring you all of this detail. Furthermore, I do want to give everybody an update on the real estate market in general. However, I wanted to cover this first because I think it might be more important to people right now. And if everybody wants, I'll do another video for real estate later. Depends on how our feedback goes. Anyway, I'm going to dive right into it. So the most important thing, in my opinion, are the big tax changes that are made for individuals and business owners, okay? It's going to get a little bit boring, but not too bad, but a lot of this is really important to a lot of people. So the first thing is most Americans with incomes below thresholds, and I'm going to get into those thresholds in a minute, will receive cash payments from the federal government in the amount of $1,200 per adult, plus $500 for each child under the age of 17. These payments should be sent out starting in April. Moving on. Retirement accounts, including IRAs, can take early withdrawals up to $100,000 from those accounts without paying the 10% early withdrawal penalty. Those withdrawals can recontribute them to the plan over 3 years to keep the money and pay the tax on the withdrawals over a 3-year period of time. Bottom line on the IRAs, they're waiving the penalty. So if you need the money out of your retirement account early, you can take that, and there's essentially no penalty to you there. People 70 and a half or older do not have to worry about taking the minimum distributions from their plans in 2020 or pay taxes on those distributions. So that's a huge one for retirees. Donations of $300 in charitable contributions in 2020 can be deducted, whether you itemize or not. If your business has 100 or fewer employees, you can claim a refundable employee retention tax credit against payroll taxes up to $5,000 per employee under certain circumstances. Employers and self-employed individuals can delay the payment of the employer portion of FICA payroll taxes or half of self-employment taxes until after 2020. Businesses with losses can carry back net operating losses to prior taxable years and get refunds of earlier taxes paid. Some of that got a little in the weeds, but nevertheless, there's significant help for people in these situations. Self-employed individuals, people that run small companies, and employees of those companies are also going to receive money from the government as well in many cases. Now, on to the recovery rebates for individuals. This is kind of the big one. Tax credits are provided to individuals in the amount of $1,200 for single returns and $2,400 for joint returns, plus $500 for each child under the age of 17. Credits are reduced by 5% of the excess amount of different thresholds. $75,000 for a single return, $150,000 for a joint return, and $112,500 for the head of a household return. The limitations for the rebates are $99,000 for a single person with no child, $198,000 maximum income cap for a couple filing a return with no children, $218,000 for a couple with 2 children, and $146,500 for a single parent with 1 qualifying child. There is no income floor. All whose income does not exceed the thresholds will receive the same amount. No tax flyers generally need not. Non-tax filers generally need not file a tax return to claim a rebate. They're basically giving everybody under $200,000 in income this money that we just quoted. So that's going to be huge. And I believe that's per month as well. The credits are not available to anyone who can be claimed as a dependent or on another's return. If the tax return has not been filed for 2019 and 2018, the tax return will be the point of if your tax return has not been filed for 2019, the 2018 tax return will be the point of reference as to how they calculate whether or not you qualify for the rebate, etc. And there's other things as well. I'm going to touch on one more, which is that withdrawals from retirement funds. That was a big one for people. The 10% extra tax on early withdrawals from IRAs and qualified retirement plans shall not apply to distributions of up to $100,000 related to the coronavirus. That's a really, really big deal for a lot of people too, because those penalties are the major inhibiting factor. There's many other things as well. I might do a second video. However, I wanted to make sure to get this out to everybody. If anybody has any questions, please reach out to us. Happy to answer them. And I'm going to be doing a follow-up with some information on the real estate market as well. Thanks. Have a great day.